You won't believe what they did now. You guys remember that channel, That Poppy, that we discussed the entire channel's history on this channel? A little bit way too much. I mean, we dug so deep that we even found project pilot shows that were similar to That Poppy, just trying to connect the dots and trying to figure out what's going on here. We were trying to see what That Poppy even was. Like, is she some sort of social media star? Is she just a figment of our imagination? Or is she just a representation of pop culture in a human form? And I mean, we have to ask these questions because these questions were never answered because That Poppy would only upload 30 seconds to 3-minute videos that really left a vague answer. We would have to assume what was going on and then watch these videos in order to see if we can somehow come up with the story. But gosh damn it, Titanic Sinclair has done it this time, you guys. He gave us a literal story. No more guessing what's going on. There is a legit story now. An actual canon version of what's happening with That Poppy. She now has a YouTube Red special. YouTube Red, for those of you that aren't aware, is YouTube's premier service. For $10 a month, you can subscribe to YouTube Red and view premiere content from your favorite YouTuber that Google/YouTube direct and pay for. So you can't just watch this new Poppy show unless you pay $10 a month for this. And YouTube Red comes with a bunch of other perks, like now if you watch YouTube videos, no ads will ever play. And you also get Google Music along with it. But honestly, I'm not here to sell you on YouTube Red. I could honestly care less if you get YouTube Red or not. What I am here to do is to discuss with you the first episode of That Poppy's brand new YouTube Red show. And LOL, if you've been following me for a while and you just want to keep up with the whole Poppy Theories videos as we uncover and go deep into what That Poppy really is, but you don't want to dish out at $10 a month, don't worry fam, I got you. I actually pay for YouTube Red because I believe in YouTube as a platform and I want to see this website succeed. So I don't mind paying the $10 a month. Which means when I watch That Poppy's brand new show on her first episode, I watched it legally. And since I am a cold-blood-hearted American and under my first American constitutional right, I am allowed to discuss with you what happens in the first episode. And oh boy, like the first episode has already answered so many long-awaited questions that we had. Like the very first scene in the episode, you see a bunch of men standing in a circle in black robes. What seems to be that they're performing a ritual. This is what a typical person who isn't woke whatsoever would call the Illuminati. You know, the people that control the media and everything that we're allowed to see in real life. These people are called media executives, and they don't usually dress in black robes and, you know, stand in circles. They usually dress in business suits and sit in offices. And that's usually where they make their choice of what is allowed to be in the media and what is not allowed to be in the media. So yes, the Illuminati exists. It's just not what you think it is. It's actually very simple and very legal. But anyway, as the episode moves along, a couple seconds later, the episode gets very dark. Because you see a blonde girl in the middle of the circle crying as if her life is about to be over. That's when a dude in a black robe walks out of the shadows and gives the woman that's crying a lecture on why she should have kept her mouth shut and stayed in line. He tells her that she is not the one making herself famous, it's them in the background making her famous. They are in charge. They were giving her everything. All she had to do was follow the script. But this girl, I guess, wanted her own creative freedom. And I guess if these people in the black robes, creative freedom is stupid. So they had to get rid of her. And by get rid of her, you know, I mean like they got rid of her. Now, one thing that I would like to note is how convenient that right in the beginning of this show that is about That Poppy, there is a blonde girl about to get murdered. And how convenient that there used to be a That Poppy before That Poppy called Mars Argo with the same director that directs That Poppy used to direct Mars Argo's videos. And they fell out because when asked Titanic Sinclair, why did you guys fall out? He said that Mars Argo just wanted to do more things, but I wanted to continue the project, and that's why I'm continuing with That Poppy. So he kind of killed off Mars Argo. So I'm not saying that this symbolizes that that person that got stabbed right in the beginning of the episode is Mars Argo, But how convenient. I'm just saying. And immediately right after they get rid of this girl, like, you know, like get rid of her, they somehow stumble upon that Poppy's YouTube channel and they immediately want to offer her a TV show. I'm guessing to replace the blonde girl that they just got rid of. So you see the connection that I'm trying to make? I'm not saying it's solid evidence. I'm just saying it's very convenient. So in the YouTube Rekts show, as soon as they find that Poppy, they spare no time at all in offering Poppy her own TV show, and she immediately signs a deal with the devil. Now, for a while, there has been this character that pops up in that Poppy show called Charlotte. She is a mannequin. In the original short YouTube videos, what happens is that Charlotte seems to be a hater, somebody that felt like they should be the one that's famous and not that Poppy. And there really wasn't much to base a backstory about this person, so fans were just left with whatever was being uploaded every now and then in order to make any sort of connection. Fans were left to figure it on their own. Why was Charlotte so jealous? And in my humble, educated opinion, I made a video about this, but I said I think it's because Charlotte, you know, grew up with Poppy and she feels like she's more talented, and now that she's seen that Poppy got some fame, she feels like she should be the one that's even more famous. I made an entire video about this, backing up my facts, and people called me stupid. Well, who's stupid now? Because in the very first episode of that Poppy's brand new YouTube Rekts show, that is exactly what's portrayed. In the very first episode, you find out that Charlotte's actually one of that Poppy's very close acquaintances, and she's the one that gets Poppy discovered, but she feels like she missed her train. Like, she should be the one that would have got discovered instead. So I would like to tell all of my haters to go suck on a cucumber until it turns into a pickle. You uncultured swines. Never tell me I'm wrong again. I've been had this mystery solved. Especially like these idiots on Yahoo Answers, asking questions like this. Who is crazier, Poppy or Harley Quinn? The theoretical version of Harley Quinn, Poppy is a girl from YouTube. These people are asking all the right questions at all the right times, huh? Now, one of the big things that pushed me towards, you know, even covering that Poppy is that I always said is that I think that Poppy will one day have an end. Every story must have an end. And if you watch any of my previous Poppy videos, you will know that I wasn't the biggest fan of the never-ending Poppy. Like, at some point, something's gotta give. Something has to end this. And even though this brand new YouTube Rekts show is pretty new and only one episode so far is out, I think that this show will show us how that Poppy eventually ends. I think that one day, this YouTube Rekts series will catch up to the hundreds of small little YouTube videos that Poppy has released on her YouTube channel, and probably even eventually surpass them. Kind of like Game of Thrones, like how the episodes have surpassed the books now, and are now separating off on their own little story. I think the same thing's gonna happen with this YouTube Rekts show. And to be completely honest, I cannot wait to see the genius of Titanic Sinclair end this project. Even though it's not gonna be anytime soon, you guys. Like, it's probably gonna take a span of like 5 years, but I am willing to see this project from beginning to end. I really am. That Poppy is something that's super exciting from left and right, you know? And let me explain why. To me, YouTube is a place of innovation. It's a place to get better. It's a place to showcase your creativity. I look at my own community here on YouTube, the commentary community, and I feel like all of us, including myself, we are all lame and we all do the same type of format. We all talk to a camera for a couple of minutes and we entertain your day. But this platform, YouTube itself, deserves so much more merit. When that Poppy first came out, people rushed to her because it wasn't the same old copy paste anymore. I mean, it had all the same elements as your typical blogger, still camera shot with a cool background, body cam, zoom into the face cam type of shots, but that's some Kenny Valley stuff to it, and a pinch of mystery, and you got yourself that Poppy. It was almost inevitable that this series would have, you know, one day picked up and become a major success. And I feel like Titanic Sinclair doesn't get nearly enough recognition for it. But don't worry, man. The people that actually matter, that actually care about the artistic expression that you're showcasing in this project, actually realizing what you're doing. And are also realizing exactly what you have created here. Who cares if you're not noticed by sheep? If they're not smart enough to realize what you have created, their recognition means nothing. Keep up the hard work, Titanic. Alright, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If this is your first time on my YouTube channel, could you please consider pressing the like button if you made it all the way to the end? And if for whatever reason your brain is itching for more videos to be more entertained, But don't worry, I have a bunch of Poppy videos that I have made over the last year on this YouTube channel that you can go ahead and catch up right now. Link's gonna be down in the description, and I'm sure a couple of them are gonna be on the sidebar right here. So if your brain is itching for some more entertainment, by all means, you should watch a couple more of my videos. And if that's not what you're into, that's okay. I would just please ask you to please consider to subscribing to this YouTube channel, because when you press the subscribe button, it tells YouTube that, oh my God, this guy is great. He's getting people to subscribe. We should promote him more often. It helps trick the algorithm into my favor. And if that's not something that you want to do, then don't subscribe. But that's your choice. I can't force you to do things. All that I can hope for is if you made it to the end and you enjoyed the video. And if you leave without doing anything, that's also not a problem. It's just something that I would like to do, and I'm just trying to grow on this platform. I'm done rambling. If you want to follow me on my social medias, link is down in the description. I got a Twitter and a Snapchat, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.